Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and you know, per usual, I got some stuff that I'm going to show you, and it's somewhat of a variety today. Mostly Mattel family of products here, I suppose. I don't know. I got this is a Matchbox, but I don't know if it's like Mattel era Matchbox. Oh yeah, it is. Totally is. But whatever, it's Matchbox Collectibles, Barrett-Jackson, Shelby Cobra 427. This thing looks awesome. I don't know when these came out, but looks like probably 2002, 2003. But through the package, it doesn't, obviously doesn't look great, which doesn't matter because we're going to open it. But the car on the inside looks absolutely fantastic. I picked this up from, I think, the local meet. Couple weeks ago. I think I snagged this from somebody that had it. So I grabbed that Matchbox. I think that's it from that last meet. I still have some more stuff I got to show. I just haven't got around to it yet. I did pick up some stuff from a Facebook seller. This 80s Firebird Hot Ones series did not have this version, so now I finally do. It's a casting I collect. So, of course, I got to pick that up. It's a little wild and crazy with this kind of satin blue finish with bright orange windows and orange hot chrome Hot Ones wheels, but whatever. A little crazy. From the same Facebook seller, I got a couple other items. We got this Easter 8-pack. Why did you get that? Why did I get that? Well, there's one car in here that I want. And I guess if you didn't catch it, you'll have to wait and see what it is. And same thing with this one. Valentine's 6-pack of cars. 2 cars in here interested in. You can probably guess very easily which ones they are. And maybe even the one I'm really excited about, and you can probably guess as to why. So we'll look at those. We're going to open that up. Both of those. This thing is quite heavy because it's got Valentine's in it. And then we got a couple of Hot Wheels 100% units. We've got both of these. The packaging is quite terrible, which is good because whatever. I got them cheap. 70 Plymouth Superbird. We got the dreaded rubber band on here, of course, is a Hot Wheels 100%. So we hope that that rubber band did not eat away at any of the paint. So that will be something to check out. And then again, on this one, this Vintage Pony Wars Road Racing. Both of these castings look pretty awesome. I'm really mostly interested in the Firebird because I think it completes that Hot Wheels 100% Firebird casting for me. I think that this is the last one that I needed to complete the releases of that particular casting. So maybe I'll do a video one day showing them all. There's really not that many of them, and and the variations aren't that crazy. I mean, there's this blue one that's like kind of race mode, and then, white and blue one, white with blue deco. That's kind of race mode, and then there's another white with blue one. I think there's a blue with white, and then I think there's like a black with gold. I'm trying to think of the other variations, but I'm pretty sure I've got them all. I think I do. And then this thing's pretty sweet too, which Hot Wheels released this same deco in, was it Vintage Racing? And I think I have that one somewhere handy, so I might just get that out. We'll compare them. Okay, anyway, there's that. Now on to modern stuff, or stuff that you can, well, not quite find in stores now, but a couple of things here. We've got Greenlight. I had to pick this up. RoboCop. Really, the reason why I was interested in it, not necessarily because of RoboCop, even though I remember when this movie came out and yada yada yada. It's got some nostalgia for me, I suppose. But the 1986 Ford Taurus Lx. I haven't seen this casting from Greenlight yet, the Ford Taurus, and I'm definitely interested in it. So we'll check that out. That'll be cool. Pretty neat. And then we got the latest Team Transport series. I don't know, guys. I got all 3 of them that are in the latest set. Team Transport. What numbers are we on? Wow. Okay, so there's been 40 of these that have come out. That means if you got all these in your collection, you got about 40 of these trucks. I don't know. I got them all pretty much behind me, actually. I mean, they're kind of cool. Every time I pick them up, I'm like, I could do without the trucks. Just give me the cars. But I know some people kind of dig them. This one looks seriously unfinished, though, with no deco on the side of that truck. That had to be something that got pulled. I don't think it was originally designed that way. I'm guessing it was not. Some sort of licensing issues, what I would maybe guess. I don't know, maybe not. And then the HKS ones, I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't really dig ketchup and mustard graphics. Momo, even. I'm not really a huge fan of that, like the yellow and red. This HKS livery, it looks okay, whatever. It looks like a Fast and Furious kind of car. And then this Ford one's pretty sweet. This one's pretty cool, so definitely down with checking that out, getting that out of the pack. And then I got RLC 510 in Gulf livery. This is one that I wasn't sure if I really wanted to keep in my collection. I guess I'm still not sure. I thought I'd pick it up just in case, because obviously, I don't know. I think even though these aren't like numbered individually, which I know there's some people that are just completely not happy about that. I think they're limited to 35,000 maybe pieces, but I mean, since they're not numbered, maybe you don't care. But I don't know. I think this piece will have some definite resale value later on. It just will. So I'm on the fence as to whether or not to keep it. I may hang on to it for a while and then maybe on a rainy day get rid of it. I think at minimum what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take off that rubber band because I just don't feel comfortable with it on there. I'm going to take the rubber band off of it for sure. I don't even know if I'm going to unscrew it from the base. I don't know. I guess we'll decide in the next segment what I do with that. But, I mean, it does look pretty cool. Golf. That's going to be a thumbnail. All right, probably. All right, so let's go ahead and flip this around. And let's check out some of this stuff up close. I mean, it's some interesting stuff, right? Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, the newer stuff, not as cool. The old stuff, I'm really excited to look at these 100% cars. All right, let's go ahead and flip this around. All right, let's start with this wild stuff right here. Valentine's. Celebrate Valentine's Day the Hot Wheels way. Give cool cars to your friends. I mean, that would have been cool. I'm guessing this would have been expensive to hand it out to your entire class. I don't know how much these were. So 09, it looks like, is when these came out, or when this came out. This set came out. I don't know where it was available. Probably Walmart. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Kmart. I have no idea. But the reason why I wanted it, the orange Tesla's kind of cool, and the Porsche 959. I needed this one. I actually needed this. I did not have it. There was 2 Valentine's Day releases of this Porsche 959. One is in white, and one is this one in red. It seems like the white one's easier to find than the red one. I mean, I haven't really looked all that hard, I guess, over the years, but it's always been just kind of in the back of my mind to pick it up. I thought there was Valentine's in here besides this. Why is this thing so heavy? This packaging. I don't know. I mean, it's a cardboard. It really add that much weight? Because it's got more weight to it than the 8-pack that we're going to look at, the Easter one, which we'll do next. So we got Solar CX4. I'm not going to open this. This will, I don't know, someone, maybe they'll want it. I don't know. I'm going to put it with my stuff that I usually sell at the local meet. Same thing with the 63 T-Bird. I'm not going to open this one either. I'm not going to keep it. The Tesla we will keep. We'll open that. The Nitty Gritty Kitty we're not going to keep. And neither are we going to keep the 35 Cadillac. So those, we'll move on. I don't even know what I paid for this thing. But these are the two cars I wanted, and this one's mainly the one I wanted. So, to me, from me, we're going to go ahead and open up this Valentine Hot Wheel. And we got an orange Tesla. You guys remember when, good old Elon sent the Tesla into space? And then any of you that were hanging on to Tesla Hot Wheels, castings of this, if you were smart, you probably capitalized and sold those at that time, because they were going, the mainline red one was going for ridiculous money on eBay. And thankfully I had a few of them and I sold them all at that time. Whatever. It's kind of funny. The mainline red one was going for more than the Super Treasure Hunt was on eBay at that time. Very short-lived. I doubt they're still valuable now. If you look them up on eBay. I'm not going to bother, but I'm pretty sure it was like the price skyrocketed, no pun intended, for a while, and then it went back down. So anyway, this Tesla's pretty cool in orange. I don't think they've had too many releases of this particular casting, so I don't think there's that many variations of it. So it's kind of cool to see it here. All right, and then the Porsche 959. So I didn't have this one. It's in kind of a basic metallic red, but it does have kind of like a full deco thing going on, which is cool. And again, to me, from me, my Valentine, here is the Porsche 959. Funny thing, so see this on the back of this? I don't know if these are alternate colors for these all, but I don't think they are. Maybe they are. Are they? Yeah. So there was an alternate color. So obviously that's the Porsche 959 in white. There's that Solaire and what appears to be like a whitish. I don't know what color that Tesla Roadster was, but it looks like these are all different colors. Because you got the black version of the Caddy. Anyway, a little aside for that Valentine's Day thing. But yeah, so it's kind of got full deco. It's got a license plate. You got the whole like taillight situation going on. This casting is metal on metal, and it's a casting I collect. It's a casting that is dear to me. I've got many variations of this casting. A lot that were available. There's some that are going to be very tough to get. There's some Leo India ones that are going to be bucket list kind of stuff, where maybe someday I'll have them. I don't know. Maybe someday, maybe I'll give up on collecting before that happens. Who knows, But we'll see. There's still some variations out there that I need. Again, another one that I kind of go after, but I'm not really hard after, is this Jaguar Xj220, which is the reason why I picked up this monstrosity of a set. This is the only car in here that is, I don't know, anywhere near something that I would want to have in the collection. And oddly, it's the only one in here that doesn't have a weird, wacky graphic thing going on. So, and it comes with a playmat. There's a playmat inside in this Easter 8-pack. I mean, I would be stoked when I was a kid to get this, to get an Easter pack. It's got some weird dirt and stuff. This thing's obviously been stored for a long time. Here's the playmat is really a piece of glossy paper. And, I mean, I guess we can unfold it. There's your egg track. Sure. That's just going in the garbage. All right. I'm not even going to give it to my kid. Well, I don't really care about any of these cars, but I will show them to you. Of course, except for that Jaguar. So we'll just get that out of the way right away. This is the reason why I picked this pack up, was for this particular Jaguar. It's one I did not have in my collection, and I'm sure it's one that's sort of tough to get, because again, you would have had to buy this pack to get this particular car. And, not many people that were collecting real cars back in the day may have been interested in the Jaguar and probably didn't pick this pack up, because the rest of it is straight fantasy casting. Whatever that is. V-drop. Whatever this is. This might be... Is this a Lotus? Yeah, so there is a Lotus in here. So this is another real car that we have. It's an ugly Lotus. In my opinion, maybe it's the best thing in the world to you. I don't know. This is a Gumpert mid-drift. Almost looks like a Gumpert, right? But like tuned. Anyway, do we need to look at the rest of this? Yeah, I guess whatever. We'll do it real quick. Did I already show this one? It's supposed to like be like a muscle car or something like that. Muscle tone. Yeah. Okay. So those will, I don't know, get donated to Goodwill probably, and then let's stick with some Mattel stuff. We're gonna go ahead and open up. Let's open up the Team Transport lineup. I think that's it for old stuff until we get to the Hot Wheels 100%, which I think we'll save for a minute here. And yeah, let's do the Team Transport. All right, so Team Transport, again, the line's getting a little stale to me. I guess it has been for a while. And the reason is because of the trucks. I just don't have room for them. I told you, it's a good idea, sure. I mean, this one just looks, there's nothing to it. Although the cars are cool. I debate on, honestly, if somebody's interested in selling, I mean, I might sell like a lot of these trucks and just keep the cars. I don't know how silly that is. You know, part of me thinks, wow, you got to keep these together. Oh, that plastic's just going to stay in there. Part of me is like, yeah, you got to keep these together and stuff like that. But the other part of me is, I really just want the car. So do I have to keep them together? This AMG looks pretty awesome in yellow. We've released it in red before in Car Culture, and now we get it in yellow, and it actually looks, I think, really awesome in yellow. I think I prefer it actually in yellow. It looked good in red. It was a significant looking livery in red, but in yellow I think it just looks better. I don't know. It's nice. And then the truck. If the truck is bland and boring, I've already talked about that. All right, so I'm going to stop complaining about the trucks. Let's just look at the cars. The Aerolift with the Nissan Sylvia Hks. So you should be finding these in your, well, actually Target I think is where I found this. So Target or Walmart. Hobby dealers probably have them too. I debated on even picking up this set because I'm like, do I really need to just continue to buy car culture stuff just to keep in up-to-date collection? And I just figured, you know what, whatever. I might as well pick it up. Later on down the road, if I want to move them, I'll move them. Even if they're loose, people will pick them up. But this is nice. It's not bad. It's a nice-looking car. Again, the ketchup and mustard thing, I'm not really into that color combo usually. It doesn't really do much for me, so from that standpoint, not a huge fan. This looks good, though. I guess both the truck and the car look good. The truck looks all right. So, Ford C800 and a 65 Ford Galaxy. So, the truck is cool because it is actually, appears to be licensed, so that's kind of a nice touch with this one. So, like, for example, this would be one that I probably wouldn't sell just the truck and keep the car. This is something that I would more keep both. But cool casting. This Ford casting is pretty awesome. And it looks pretty good. Like that vintage racing livery. And the trailer is kind of cool. So, overall, this is a pretty nice piece, I would say. Especially in comparison to the other two. Now, I really do like this car, like I said. It's just, this thing, I mean, okay, so these are okay. The cars are okay. The trucks don't do anything for me. This truck is okay. Is that clear? Do I need to go over that again? All right, just kidding. All right, so next is... Let's do this. Let's just take a peek at this. I told you I may not take this off the base. But I think we should remove the rubber band. It's just in case I decide to move this on. I don't really feel like taking it off the base. It's a Datsun 510. You guys have seen this casting before, okay? Yes, it is the opening hood version, the RLC version. It's got a roll cage. Can we get the rubber band off of it? Easily. So this just means the hood will bounce around. If I want to ship this to someone or eventually get rid of it or whatever, there are ways that I can keep the hood down without putting another rubber band over it. So no big deal. The wheels on this look pretty awesome. Engine detail looks pretty good. Not bad. I do still have one of these Gulf car RLC cars in my collection. I have this Porsche. I know this one goes for like stupid money, I think, still. These were only limited to 6,000 pieces, of course, though. And, of course, these are limited to, I believe, 35,000. So is the value of this ever going to be the value of this? You know, oddly, it's still possible. Even though this one's so much more limited. But maybe not. I don't know. Time will tell. For now, we'll just keep it displayed like that. There is literally no reason for me to pull it off of the base because it's just going to get displayed like this one's been displayed for a long time and in its own acrylic case. In fact, yeah, that's just how it's going to go. No reason to take it out. I'm not going to take pictures of it and anything like that, which also just makes it not as exciting to me. So I know it's a big deal for some of you, and that's cool. All right. Next, let's take a look at this 1965 Shelby Cobra 427 SC Barrett-Jackson. This just caught my eye because, you know, it looks like it's extremely detailed as a premium Matchbox. The packaging is old and worn and gross and whatever, but it does not matter because we are going to remove it from the packaging. Yellowed blister, this little stand thing, kind of neat. These stands actually could hook together with the other ones in the series if you wanted to, almost make like a shelf. But check out this Cobra. That's a really nice Matchbox. Look at the detail on this thing. We've got steering wheel, like, it's painted. Got nice black interior, chrome base that makes up the side pipes. You know, got a detail on a painted shifter, it looks like. Chrome piece up here. The wheels look pretty good. Lettered tires. Rubber tires. I mean, that's a really nice Matchbox. Can you argue with that? Full deco, full details all the way around. That's about, I'd say, as premium as Matchbox gets. That's a really nice piece. Proportionally, it looks good. I mean, I think it's probably large for the actual car to be 1/64 scale, so it's slightly bigger than that, but that's not a big deal. It's awesome. I like that. That might be the car of the episode here. Let's see here. We got the Hot Wheels 100%, so we still got RoboCop to look at. Let's go ahead and get through the RoboCop car. So this is Hollywood Series 34. RoboCop, the future of law enforcement. I don't know if this is the first release so far of this Taurus casting, but this is a new casting for Greenlight. And I know it's going to be released 100 different times this year. So if you didn't like this one, you can always wait to get another one. But I just didn't want to wait. I wanted to get this casting. And I thought it was kind of cool that it was coming out as the police car from RoboCop. So very dystopian Detroit police car in all black, matte black, pretty detailed light bar up there, spotlight situation on the top, brush guard on the front, Ford Taurus. My parents had a Mercury Sable wagon at one time. That was, I think, like this generation. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm glad that they did this car. I'm glad that they did this Taurus. I think Ford sold like a monstrous amount of these Tauruses back in the day. I just remember seeing them everywhere when I was younger. And maybe that's an illusion. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember seeing tons of these. Well, maybe it's one of those things your parents gets a car and then like you see them everywhere after that. All right. Anyway, we got to get down to the Hot Wheels 100%. And I think we should open up the Superbird first. Anyway, what do you think about this Taurus, this new tooling? It's pretty cool. We got painted details. Sorry, I didn't mention there's no lens details. There's no opening hood on this. So the tooling is what it is. I'm sure they've got some different cores to do different variations of it or whatever. But there you go. Boom. All right. Plymouth Superbird. Hot Wheels 100%. We are going to have to fight some packaging. This packaging appears to be slightly water damaged. Survivors. Come on. We gotta really fight some packaging. Come on, buddy. Get out of here. All right. So we got a deteriorated rubber band, which is an immediate red flag. We don't know if, especially on these little edges, these corners right here, is that going to affect the paint or has it affected the paint? When we pull it off, we will find out. So let's get it at this. I'm not even going to save this case. By the time I get all these 100%, these cases are yellowed. I don't even know if I have a single one that's like crystal clear. Screws are coming out easy. That's always a crapshoot on these two. So the 100% line had some really cool cars. I didn't have any version of this Superbird in the 100% line, so I needed to pick one up eventually. So we got this one because the price was right, and we thought we'd take a gamble on the rubber bands and all that. Very, very detailed, as you can see. Get an opening hood. And we got a deteriorated rubber band. Let's kind of slowly scrape it off. Oh, I think we're going to have issues. Dang it. Maybe. Ugh. It's like jelly. You know, actually, might have survived. However, oh man, it's all gooey up there. All right, so I do have a solution for that. I've got this weird stuff called, I don't even know what it's called. It's like this finishing model wax stuff. Am I going to do this on camera right now? Maybe we will. Just to show you that it works. Or hope that it works. All it takes is a little dab of it. It is, I think it's like walnut based. Or something like that. It's a very soft sort of polish. And then you take a microfiber cloth. This is becoming an instructional video. And you kind of want to apply it like wax. I'm being a little too aggressive right off the bat, but kind of want to just like rub it on, let it sit for a second, and then kind of just buff it off. So I've kind of got a film on here. This actually works to kind of shine up older Hot Wheels and stuff like that. I knew somebody that swore by this stuff. I'm just trying to get all this rubber band residue off. I'm sorry if this has become a very boring how-to video for you, but that's looking a lot better already. I will work on it a little bit more, but there you go. We got a deteriorated rubber band that I thought was going to be a problem. Turns out it looks like you really can't see it in the paint, so that's good. It looks like the paint survived. There's a little bit more of the rubber band still stuck underneath that tire, and it's also stuck across here on the bottom. But I'll deal with that off camera. Just know that I will get it off, and it will be fine. Other than that, this casting looks great. I think it looks pretty awesome. Pretty good Superbird casting. The Hot Wheels 100% line had some really nice releases. I'm slowly kind of chipping away at like one of every tooling. Is sort of how I'm approaching it. And, you know, I get the other ones that I really like. I don't like all of them. I'm not trying to complete a set or anything like that. But it just, they've come up with some really cool stuff. All right. So next, we may have to deal with some more bandage here. We got the Pony Wars, vintage Pony Wars road racing with a 70 Dodge Charger and a 70 Pontiac Firebird. This likely came out around 2003 based on copyright date information. Non-returnable if open. Wait a minute, does that say returnable if opened? Oh, it's just missing the knot. There we go. Not returnable. Over here, the knot's gone, so it just says returnable if opened. Lots of packaging to fight through again. It's still there. Tell us about your collection. All right. We've seen that before. And then, here you go, Pony Wars. Again, the real reason I wanted this was I would have just bought this Firebird if I would have found it separately. But this is a nice bonus. But not the first time that they've kind of done it in that livery. I've got this one here. Or maybe, I don't know, it might have been the first time. Not the only time, I guess is what I meant. Here's the actual just regular Hot Wheels version. Hot Wheels premium version. Really cool car, really cool release. Let's get these off of the base and then check out this rubber band stuff. These screws are much, holy crap, much tighter. In fact, we're going to have to do the old flat head in the Phillips to get these to continue to turn. This back one's much looser. This one is just really... How many threads are on you? All right, there's that. Challenger's out. Time for the bird. Come on, meow. Okay, bird's free. Look at these screws. Look at the thread action on there. Those are some fine threads. All right. So we got these off the base. What's the status of the rubber band? Oh, we still got these things to deal with. Oh, man, those are stuck on there. What is... There. All right, got that out. Nothing on that one. All right. Rubber band, rubber band, rubber band. See, these are completely deteriorated. This is why we removed them from the 510. However, these ones came free right away, and there's absolutely appears to be no issues whatsoever with where they were. So that's good. That was a win. Opening hood on this one, of course, as well. We got full deco. Ooh, the rear fender back here looks a little not great. They didn't do a great job filing off the flashing or whatever on this fender over here, and it's got a little misshape to it. The other side looks perfect. But pretty decent release. And then we got this guy. Come on, rubber band, just fall off. Oh, we got a little bit of paint damage, I think, for sure on this one. Yep, a couple issues with this one that are not going to be fixable. Right there, it rubbed a little bit of that off. And right there, it's even more obvious that it rubbed a little bit of that off. So this is not a perfectly mint car, and it never really was in that package before we peeled that rubber band off. It's just, unfortunately, an inevitable consequence for some of these with these rubber bands on them. They just deteriorate eventually, and sometimes they take a little bit of the paint with it, or mostly graphics with it, as you can see here. Still, I mean, it's pretty cool looking. I think that, honestly, that this one looks way meaner. Maybe the color's a little bit better on this, the brighter green-yellow color. This looks fantastic, though. I think this one actually looks better proportion-wise and everything. It's a little bit more exaggerated, but it looks cool. I'm assuming this one's probably more accurate. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, really neat. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. And yeah, I think, honestly, the best car I've shown today is this Cobra. You guys let me know what you think, if I'm off on that. But I think this Matchbox is pretty awesome. It's really nice. Yeah, you guys let me know what your favorite was in the episode. Always interested to know. And thank you guys very much for watching another one. I have a ton of stuff yet I got to show, so we've got non-stop weekly videos already planned here, so stay tuned. All right, thank you guys very much for watching again. Have a good day.